And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group never put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move it to the top 5.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Far. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
6-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Third and 5.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Set, go.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And just shedding him off there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 70 yards.
And the Armadillos are able to cut into that deficit. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
In motion goes the tight end. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a give running right is Samuels. Powers through him.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Gervon Dexter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back to throw now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready, ready.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Steelers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Far. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Armadillos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached this stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Trying the left side with Samuels. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
That is caught
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
This is Samuels.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side of really